I built a custom GPT that'll create you the perfect user story. And PS, I know a lot of product managers and devs that would pay a lot of money for this. I'm going to show you how it works, and if you stick around to the end, I'll show you how to get your hands on it. Let's get into it. This custom GPT is called the User Story Sidekick, and this bot helps perfect even the worst user stories, making for happier devs and better products. So how it works, all you got to do is put in your user story, and it's going to give you an output of a rating. It's going to tell you how to improve it, what's wrong with it. It's going to ask you some questions on how to perfect it, and then it's going to give you back the perfect user story. So I'm going to drop in a user story here. As a user, I want to enter my time so that I can get paid for the work I have done. All right, and here's the output. The User Story Sidekick has given me a grade of 2 out of 5, which is not great. But what it does is it gives me an explanation for my failing grade here. And it goes through the core components of a good user story. Number 2 here, user role. You've identified the user as a user, which is vague. More specificity about who the user is would be beneficial, i.e. is this an employee, a contractor, who is it? Desired action. The action, enter my time, is clear, but it lacks detail about how and where the time entry is happening, which these are questions that your devs would have based on a BA or a product manager creating user stories. So it's kind of doing that work for them. Acceptance criteria, I don't have any acceptance criteria. That's a huge part of a user story. But what it then does is it goes into asking me some clarifying questions so it can write a better user story for me, so I don't have to. To improve this user story, please answer the following clarifying questions. So I'm going to answer some of these and we'll see what it gives us back. All right, so I've answered the 5 questions that it gave me. Let's go through it. User role: as a contractor working on a software development project, I want to enter my work hours on the time entry page of the web platform so that I can accurately track my work hours and ensure I'm paid correctly for the time I spent on the project. Acceptance criteria, and this is where it gets kind of interesting. Contractors can access the time entry page on the web platform. They can enter a specific time worked. They have the option to enter a start or stop time from which the system will calculate the total time worked. The system prevents entry of more than 24 hours in a single day. It needs to be simple, intuitive, includes autosave feature. Contractors can review and edit their time entries before final submission. Dependencies: integration with existing payroll systems and the web platform's user authentication system. I didn't even think of that. I didn't add that additional context. It just had that, which is great for me to now think, oh, maybe I should be thinking about the payroll system I'm integrating with. It then gives me an estimate of 8 story points, and it also has some non-functional requirements here as well. Really cool GPT, pretty basic example, but think of how much time this could save for BAs or product managers. And then on the dev side, they get better user stories, especially if you have a more junior BA versus having to teach them how to write a great user story. Give them this GPT and they can learn on their own. This GPT will never get tired of helping an individual on how to create a better user story. If you want to get your hands on the User Story Sidekick, check out the link in the comments and you can start using it today.